give you some information that if you follow it, I think it will bring you some relief. Some of you are going to get pretty creative. The only thing I ask is if you have any success along this line, that you communicate it to me. Okay? We got to get rid of this keeping it to ourselves so that nobody else can do it, or we got to be the only one who has access to it, or we want to be able to do it before somebody else burns it out. The system doesn't work like that. That's how they've been teaching us to think, just like they've been throwing out all of that junk to us, and we've been sitting up there believing that junk when it ain't never been about that. Alaric, give me a second. Let me turn off my car, and let me turn off the inverter. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. I got us plugged into my audio. I'm sorry. I had us plugged into the audio and I turned off the car. So we can't do too much audioing if I have the audio turned off on the car. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, it works out this way. We have a method that I did not invent, I did not create it. One of the members of SATCOM came up with this on his own. Okay, and so he gets the credit for this, not me. And I asked him, his name is Alaric, and I asked him for permission to be able to deliver this information to you. 1 second, it tells me I'm having poor internet connection, but I'm not worried about that. We gonna still communicate through the internet. Alaric, could you please tell these wonderful people what it is you've been able to accomplish? Uh-oh, hold on. You can't hear me? Now you can hear me. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Could you please explain to these wonderful people what you've been able to accomplish?
Basically, after doing studies on your old videos and thinking about equality of law and different aspects that go into the R style money order, I was able to come up with the method using the routing number um, at the bottom of your bill
Coupon.
to get some type of temporary.
Remittance coupon, correct?
Yeah, the remittance coupon. Correct.
Okay. Now, hold on. Before you go on, ladies and gentlemen, what he's trying to say is when you receive a bill from a creditor, credit card, phone bill, or anything like that, they're going to send you what's called a remittance coupon. And they're going to say attach your payment to this coupon. After you cut off the coupon and attach your payment. That's the coupon he's talking about. You'll receive it for your mortgage payment, you'll receive it for your credit card payment, and at the very bottom, they will have a routing number. What he's saying is you're going to do your check, your hour style money order. Now, he didn't think about this. I know he didn't, but this is what I'm going to tell you because the moment he said it to me, it made absolute sense. He's saying you're going to copy that remittance coupon to the point to where you're going to take it and you're going to convert it to an hour style money order. And for the routing line, you're going to put the number at the bottom of that coupon at the bottom of your money order. Is that what you were trying to say, Alaric?
That is correct.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because I thought I was trying to say it.
I said that.
Okay, but I know that you didn't think about it as far as copying it. You just did an hour style money order and put that number at the
well,
bottom. But telling the people to copy it, not to make it
well,
look the same. Go ahead.
yeah. Well, I was basically thinking about what I was going to do. I was really going to copy the whole bill just because of what you say about equality of law. And if they're sending us a bill of exchange, then I can use the same form that they use and it should be accepted. That's how I was thinking. How can you reverse this? Because you initiated the action by sending me the bill.
Well, and yeah, but see, I would say that would be okay to do it, to copy it the way they did it, but then I would say that would give them a reason to ignore it, whereas opposed to sending it in as a hour style money order check. Hour style. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the other thing. I'm going to give you this information. No, I can't give you this information because I didn't ask the individual if it was okay. Um, but what I can do, no, because I figured this out. He didn't tell me this, so I figured this part out. This is what I figured out. ladies and gentlemen, what you can do is you can call the item a check if you write it on a Social Security account. So you can use your checks with your check writing software, and it can say check on the item, so you don't have to be worried about that, because you know that there are funds in your Social Security account. Okay, can't nobody tell you that there are no funds in the Social Security account, because all you have to do is look up the Social Security Trust Fund and the Social Security Act of 1934. Not 1935, not 1936. The Social Security Act was enacted in 1934, and you look, just attach SSA, Social Security Act of 1934. That's all you got to do is put on your documents, Social Security Act of 1934, for your foundational law, for your being able to do that. There is no court that can argue with you. Now look, you don't have to put the Social Security routing number. You don't have to put check. Please understand, you don't have to do that. If you choose to do that, I'm just giving you the basis for your argument. Okay, go ahead, Alaric. Finish telling me about your thinking as to why you did it. Alaric?
That's pretty much it. I was. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I was basically thinking about equality of law, using the same form that they use, and knowing that there's a form for everything. That's what I, based off of what we've been learning, that's what I use. I was actually going to copy the whole check, like I said earlier. I was gonna make my R style money order look exactly the format of the bottom portion of my bill, and I noticed that they had all the identifiers of a bill of exchange. So that's
Yes.
what pushed me towards that direction.
That's what we told people. It is a check. The only thing they don't have is a signature line. Everything else is
Yep.
on a check. There's a date. There is a party who it's going to, who it's coming from. There is a serial number. There is a box, which is called a courtesy box, for you to enter a handwritten number. And then you have to add in, if you are going to do it correctly, you have to write out the amount that you're paying if you're doing it correctly. You don't have to do that,
Hmm.
but if you want to do it correctly according to what tender requires, because that's all he did, ladies and gentlemen, is he tendered a payment. And if I'm not mistaken, all of this started with your understanding and doing the research on tender. Am I wrong? Alaric's not as fast as everybody else. Alaric,
Nope, that is
you're
correct.
okay, man. All right, so I'm gonna end the video. I just wanted to make sure that I gave you the credit. That's why I put us on the line together, so that everybody could hear where the information came from. And I'm gonna put this video up this afternoon so everybody gets it, because I think my job is to help as many people as possible and to change this system as soon as possible. And if this causes certain people to be upset with me, and I'm not talking about the so-called gurus or people who want to make profits off of people for doing things like this, I don't care. And Alaric, in the next week, I'll tell them how we made the payment to the bank the last time, and how that
Okay.
is proof of tender. And I was supposed to let you and that old man know that you guys should be going in and showing proof that you tendered payment.
Okay.
Okay, and you need to make sure that they prove that they did not receive tender or payment, because you have proof that they did receive tender or payment. You have a receipt. We're going to talk about that. I'll do a video on that later
Right.
in the week, so that I can give people the complete synopsis of my understanding of why I would do it that way. And with that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents, we're going to let you get back to your day. We just thought we'd give that information to you as soon as possible. So have a good night, have a good life, have a good day. Goodbye.